Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 438. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with the Rani. What's up, Rani?
Hey,
All right, so what did you think of Caretaker?
I finally an episode I really liked.
I know, right? I
Yeah.
loved it, actually. I really, really enjoyed it with Clara
Eh,
and
Go ahead.
no, I really enjoyed, they had all these tons of adventures, and she's like running, and then she's like, she gets in the cab, and she has like some type of fish on her or something, just to throw it. I really love that. That's like really cool to see, and then especially like, of course they're not going to get along, you
Yeah.
know. That made it even more interesting. And the writer of this has done previous work with Sarah Jane Adventures, which makes it look like what has that kiddie feel with the robot and stuff, where it's not too scary and stuff.
Who was it again?
Shame on me for not knowing.
Oh yeah. Shame
Not
on us.
sure. I know, shame on us. Yeah, I know. I gotta say though, I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 9. And especially the Missy part was pretty interesting 'cause she looked like she was upset.
Yeah, she looked really like perturbed I forgot what's that word.
Yeah, I know. She was agitated.
Agitated, yeah.
Yeah.
And she
So
had no time for that cop. She
no, not at all. I gotta say, I watched the other day Big Bang, and I noticed that River's explaining to Amy that he's going to be in the heart of the explosion, the 11th Doctor, and that he's going to be on the other side in the Nether realm, where
Oh,
here everybody's going to forget him. He doesn't exist. But there is a realm where stuff like that happens, I guess you go to, okay? And my theory is that, well, because of the cracks, all these people went to the Nether realm, which is probably the Nether sphere. And because of the Doctor, they all got out with the exception of him. And then he
yeah.
probably had some type of interaction with Missy. And then Amy freed him by remembering him, which plucked him out of there. So she had a taste of greatness where she had all these people in her realm. And then she got probably pissed because, all right, now I got the main guy, the Doctor here. And then he escaped too, and he probably has no memory of being in the Nether sphere.
That's really good. I need to watch that again.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course she's like my boyfriend because it's the only person that probably, could go toe to toe with her, you
And
know.
at the time, he wasn't married to River at that time either, in
Right.
his mind.
Right.
And
True.
so who knows? They could have dated and stuff while he was there. He was
Who
stuck there. They formed a bond or
who
whatever.
knows? Who he probably was trying to figure out a way out, and then there you go, Amy Pond, boom, he didn't even have to. Boom, he's out.
Yeah.
And then he don't remember anything, just like he wouldn't remember his adventures when he bumped into his other selves, with the like the whole Data Doctor thing until he was the 11th incarnation afterwards.
And
Like
who
he
knows
does.
how? Oh, sorry. Who
No, go
knows
ahead.
how long? Who knows how long he was there? Because Moffat likes the Doctor to start with the children first and
Right.
them grow up with them. So she could have even grew up with them. You
Right. And
know.
this would explain the Weeping Angels too, because the Weeping Angels went in there too, in Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone. They went through the cracks. So if there is a finale at the end with the Cybermen and the Weeping Angels, it would make sense because all those Weeping Angels would be out of the Nether Sphere, just like the Daleks and the Cybermen were out of the Void, and then you had the next Doctor where the Cybermen landed. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Anyway, I was talking to whoever, I had heard that I was watching a podcast and heard that the guy, the police officer, he was looking out the window and he kind of seemed like he had some fear in his eyes. So I'm really kind of excited about that, and um, I don't know what to do with all this silence, guys. I'm sorry, I'm new to talking by myself, but I really like this episode. I also give it a 9, and it was very funny. like to see Claire not knowing what to do and having that, because she always likes to be in control. And I had also read something about Claire being Cal, that maybe she was Cal, and that's how River still had the connection to Clara, because she's connected with Cal.
Oh, you think with the cow thing again?
Yeah, yeah.
That's another thing too. We keep breaking up about the whole cow thing. I mean,
Yep.
maybe she built Cal, or because she's a computer genius after being mixed with great intelligence, so to speak. That was just sounded weird saying that, but she became Oswin in Bells of St. John. So yeah, maybe she invented Cal, or she, helped build it.
She could have been Cal, and maybe they just didn't name her Clara for some reason. She had so many different lives.
And Dr. Moon invented the silence technology because he used it on Donna.
Oh, and then you forgot. Yeah.
The moment she turned away, she forgot. Yeah. So and everything would work out, even traveling to the moon.
And she's only with a father, and she doesn't have a mother there.
Right.
Only a father, and Clara doesn't have her mother. Right. So who knows?
And all the talk of the moon and the silence being on the moon and the TARDIS and all that, it's all connected. Just like when the Big Bang, Pandora, all that stuff happened, the only thing that survived was not even the sun, but the moon and the Earth, if you notice. It was no other planet, no other star. It was just the star was a TARDIS, there was the sun keeping the Earth warm, and the moon was still there.
What do you think the police officer was looking at?
Well, I know he was about to die, and I think they plucked him out,
Well, he was looking out the window with, I forgot the dude's name, in the waiting room.
I honestly think that is a TARDIS. I think that it's a TARDIS, and I think that she's worried because he's getting closer to finding out what she's all about. And
but if she was in the Nether Sphere, what makes you think she would still be a Time Lord? She might not even be one, because if what you were saying earlier. So what makes you think it's still a TARDIS?
I still have a feeling that she's connected with a TARDIS, or being a Time Lord. I still have that feeling because we have that she has like that telephone booth where there was like a red telephone booth they kept filming near, and I think that she has to, maybe she's the Corsair.
What's a Corsair?
In The Doctor's Wife, there was a Time Lord that changed sex in regeneration. That was only done once. It was only done once, and it said that Time Lord was the most evilest, and he was dying to meet her. So.
Oh, I hope. I don't know. I hope not.
But the thing is, even if it's not a Time Lord, I think it's connected to Matt Smith's time with the Big Bang and Pandora that River spoke of, the Nether Realm, which means that River knows of its existence. And also, even before that, David Tennant spoke about that, the army of never wers, and the king, the Nightmare Child, and yeah.
And the Time Lords they do have something to do with the crack, so she could be a Time Lord.
Right.
The cracks. So.
See, the cracks became so many different definitions that people got confused. Like, first it was a portal to Prisoner Zero. Then it was a portal to another universe where the Silence had hunted down the fish because the fish, the Silence technology would not work on the fish. The fish retained memory. So they hunted the vampires of Venice. And then it turned out to be, if you go in the cracks, you're erased from existence, but you're in the Nether Realm.
The vampires ran from it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, they ran from the Silence, right? She could be responsible for Rory being an Auton, too.
Since you said Prisoner Zero, was first, and he was coming through the cracks, she could be a Warden. Warden?
Right. Yeah, I guess she could be a Warden.
Of the prison.
Could be.
And maybe she's taking all these people when they die, and she's holding them prisoner.
Well, don't forget, there's no Time Lord, so there's no rules. So people are trying to get the title of Time Lords or Timekeepers or something, and trying to run the universe without any jurisdiction. I mean, the Jadoon deal with certain criminals, but of that higher form of being or caliber, the Time Lords, there was nobody that was close to them. So there could be other races that are vying for control over the laws of time and different things, and they have, here it is, Missy, the queen of the Nethersphere, is pretty happy and content that there's no Time Lords to stop her, and maybe she's a Time Lord, maybe she's not, but she's perfectly happy with running her own thing that she makes people believe it's heaven, and it's not. And then she sees the Doctor. Maybe he came to her realm, and then he left, and now she feels with this incarnation, she's worried because he's getting closer and closer to finding out the truth. And I think Clara is going to be a part of that realization that what she is, Missy, the revelation that she is taking all these people. But why is she taking all these people? That's the question.
I'm going to change it a little bit. Do you think she might take Courtney? Do you think that might be why Courtney's there, and she might take Courtney, and then Clara's got to sacrifice maybe herself for Courtney or something? I'm not sure.
I don't. What do you mean, Courtney? Meaning the?
Isn't that the girl, Courtney, the one that gets in trouble a lot? Isn't she going to be in the next episode?
Oh yeah, but is she going to? Oh, maybe she goes in there. I don't know. It's possible.
I'm just saying, it could be. I mean, we don't know because they're mentioning her a lot.
I have a feeling that Clara's going to go in there. He's going to think Clara dies, and she's going to go in there, and then the Doctor is just going to think she's dead, and then he's going to deal with Missy, and then he's going to find out that Clara's alive at the end of the finale. Like, maybe the whole finale he doesn't know that she's alive because, all these circumstances where these people died and he didn't even think twice, and then maybe she's going to...
You don't think that little girl has anything like of any importance because they mention her a lot, and then she was in this.
I don't know if she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna have any importance other than something else there, like another companion or something. I think that, of course, Moffat's gonna make Clara save the day. That Clara's gonna be responsible for destroying the Nethersphere, and smacking the Doctor in the head and said, "See what was going on? You didn't even realize it." It's like, I just hope it's not the case because I want the Doctor to solve things. Like, it's not Clara Who, it's Doctor Who, and everybody's running that gag around, but just, she is an awesome companion, but don't shove her in our face that she's doing all these things. Just leave her alone and let the Doctor save the companion for once.
That's why I liked that she wasn't in control in this episode. That might be why I liked it more.
Yeah, she was totally out of control.
And she didn't know how to handle it. Because and I think that might be why she likes to be with the Doctor alone, because she can control him. And
right, but I think she's going to lie to Danny Pink, though. I think she's going to lie to Danny Pink, and their relationship's going to be over. Because he told her, I think that was a plot device, because he said, "You lie to me, it's over."
Oh, yeah. She's like shocked. And not tell him, probably to save his life. It's probably going to be to save his life and not tell him. Missy's probably going to hold something over her, like, "I'll kill him," or something like that, and then she'll have to lie to him, and then he'll find out.
And that will be the consequence of the future altering, because it's not a fixed point. So that her whole timeline could change normally, and it's not set that she has to marry him and then have a great grandchild of Orson Pink. That's the whole thing, that it's not a fixed point. It could be a state of flux, just like everything else is. So that's the thing that Moffat talks about in the finale, that there's going to be dire consequences for things, and people are not going to get over stuff, meaning that she is going to lose Danny Pink, and she's going to be devastated, and then her relationship with the Doctor is really going to hit a snag.
She'll blame him.
Yeah. Or hopefully she don't turn. Yeah, I hope she don't turn as a villain or nothing, but...
That would... Actually, I think I'd like her better if she did.
Yeah?
I think I'd like
Rani.
her out to be a villain, yeah.
I want to see an evil Clara running around.
I mean, it's been a long time since he's had a bad evil companion,
He had come close to it. It's come but not quite close. I mean, Turlo was the I
Yeah.
think the closest, and Adam, which isn't really a companion, and but like I don't, I think there's never really been an evil companion, and I think that's we're gonna see that. I think within the next 2 years, I think we're gonna have an evil companion.
Yeah, I think that would be totally awesome if she turned just
Yeah,
completely evil.
and maybe her descendants is like Madame Quaverian or something. I mean, you know,
Do you
that
think that it's Missy that gave her the phone number? Because they mentioned it a lot, but I'm still wondering maybe it wasn't Missy, but do you think it was? Because it kind
I
of
don't
seems
think it
like
was
it's going
Missy.
that way.
I don't think it was Missy. I see. This thing is, we think that she's evil, right?
Hmm.
But what if she's not evil? That's another thing. What?
Yeah, they may have just became friends, and she needed his help at the time that Amy remembered him or something, and so she's got to find him back. That could be it too.
The thing is, I love this episode, Caretaker. I gave it a 9, but I just don't understand. What I really don't understand, I'm having a hard time is it the ego? Like, why can't Moffat just put Ian Chesterton and Susan Foreman in the damn episode? Like, why not? Why is it got to be so difficult that these actors, right, got to come on their spare time, visit the set? Like Katie Manning was in the
I
TARDIS
know.
chilling, right? Louise Jameson's in the TARDIS chilling. They're all chilling.
Go visit.
Tegan Javanka, I mean, like, all of them.
Why did they do that anyway? I remember seeing pictures of her with him, but why did they go
I
visit
guess she went
him?
to visit, and they says, "Well, while she's here, why don't you do a familiar pose like John Pertwee?" And they made a whole magazine article out of it, like Radio Times.
Maybe they're making it out as a visit, and really they're going to be in there.
Well, it's the Christmas special, so I don't know if she's going to be in it, but I would hope so. And the funny thing is, Ronnie, we were just talking about it the day before. I says, "Why can't?" I was like, "Oh, it'd be great to see Katie Manning and the doctor." And then all of a sudden, the next day or the 2 days after, it's like she's taking pictures. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm seeing her tweets. I'm like, "Wow." So
That
that's so
might be what
weird.
they're doing. They might be going and visiting and then acting like it's just a visit, but really they're going
Maybe.
to filming something.
But I don't understand, why can't he just put Ian Chesterton in the damn episode?
Maybe do you, I mean, we don't know if he ever asked or not. He could have asked and he could have turned him down and said, "No, I wasn't in the 50th, so I'm not going to be in this."
I don't know. I mean, we don't know the politics of it, but I
Yeah.
just don't understand. He has the opportunity.
Hmm.
Throw him in there. I mean, what are you afraid to explain Susan if she can regenerate or not or something? I mean, just throw him in the episode, for crying out loud, and just stop it already. Stop making it complicated. Just like the whole thing with the 10th anniversary, right? Like, oh my God, you can't call it a 10th anniversary because it's not a reboot. Okay, whatever, just call it an Easter special, okay? Film it in January, put it out in April or March, so it would be the 10th anniversary, and just do a multi-doctor story or whatever, and just call it an Easter special if you have to be politically correct or whatever. Just, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're filming 2 months early, so if you're filming 2 months early, you could put an episode out in April, March or April, and then we could see the rest of the season in August. I mean,
So they said for sure there's not going to be one.
he's been dancing around at Moffat that, oh, there's no 10th anniversary, or am I lying? Of course you're lying. You always lie.
Or
Silly
he's saying,
Moffat.
"Am I lying?" to
He's just nuts.
think
He drives me nuts when he
he's
does
got a
that.
plan.
I know. He always does that, man. Just do the episode already. We don't even know if we're getting an extra episode or not. It's like, we lost an episode this year, so maybe we get it back next year. I don't know.
Um, Actually, we've lost lots of time and lots of episodes that could have been.
I know. So, why don't you give me some points about Caretaker? You know,
When it opened up and they're sitting there, I really thought that they were going to say 5 hours earlier, 5 days earlier, after, like, they're sitting there chained to the thing. And so I thought it was like in the future, and then they're going to explain how they got there. And then I thought, because I still wasn't sure about that one scene. Now, the rest I knew was just bits and pieces of her life with the doctor. But that one scene kind of seemed like it was in the future. So I thought through the whole episode he's going to use that watch, and he's going to travel with them and not let them know that he's there.
right?
And he's going to save them and handcuff them. But they never said anything about it ever again. And
Did
so
he keep the watch, or does the doctor have the watch?
he gave it back. He gave
Oh,
it
okay.
or a watch that looked like it. No.
Yeah.
But other than that part, confusing me a little bit, I really enjoyed. I mean, it was more upbeat a little bit and comical. The doctor was able to actually get in jibes and be who he is.
He had some great lines.
And then Danny, we got to see another dimension in him because he almost has a monotone type voice.
Yeah, I know. It's deep. Yeah.
A dimension in him. He's not just this flat person that I thought he was going to be, but he's really getting a lot better than what I thought. And him telling the doctor that he's this drill.
He's talking to him like he was a sergeant, like the head.
Yeah,
he was his commanding officer. He's like, yes, sir, yes. He pissed him off, yeah.
The doctor really is that, though. He is the general. He tells you do this.
But I think afterwards the doctor liked him a little bit, I think. Because he went toe-to-toe with him. I think he liked that.
And he didn't give in.
But you know what? Let me ask you a question. I saw something, and I want to ask if you saw the same thing. Okay? Judging this episode and judging the Robot of Sherwood, right? To me, it was almost as if he was upset that he regenerated old, because he sees her talking to the guy with the bow tie, and then he's like smiling, he's like, oh, and everything, and it's like he's always trying to win points with her, okay? Always. And then the moment Danny Pink gets in the picture, he's like upset. Like, I think he fell in love with her, honestly.
Like, why would you be the soldier? I hate soldiers. Like,
I know, but I think he fell in love with her because River, I guess, in his eyes died and it was over. And I think he fell in love with her.
And technically, she was around him for like thousands of years because she came and went through the town called Christmas. So he probably did. He could have.
Could be like a big crush, yeah.
And at the end of the last episode, he said, breaking in the bank, beat that for a day, I know. Paraphrasing, of course. He didn't say it word for word. But, so, yeah, I think he is upset that he can't, he realizes he does regenerate.
Right. Do you think he's in love with her or no?
I think he could have been.
Yeah. Or still kind of is, right?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Because
that's what Moffat's line would be, that he's just because he's old doesn't mean he doesn't love. That was that line that Moffat threw in there, that, don't think because he's old doesn't mean they're not going to have lovey-dovey stuff too. I mean, like, he is going to do that stuff too.
Because she was his constant,
Yeah, she was.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think he probably.
All right.
She's probably in the process of it, because she said she fancied him in the town called Christmas.
Oh, they would have been together or something closer. They would have been closer if it was another season or two. Yeah.
Yeah, she was probably in the process of it, and then when he got older, I think that's why she was so mad, because she was, getting so close to him.
Yeah. So what do you rate it?
A 9, like you. Yeah.
Solid 9. Yeah. Now, something's supposed to happen in Kill the Moon that's supposed to be controversial or changing our opinion of the Doctor or something. I can't wait to see what it's going to be. But it reminds me of, with the spiders with the perchweed, Like, I mean, a cross between Waters of Mars and, I don't know, it looks like a mixture of both.
I've not seen the spider one. But yeah, I heard from someone else that they said that it's supposed to be, for the fans, probably one of the best episodes for the fans for Doctor Who.
And listen, I liked also. So it's a lot of episodes this season. It's a pretty good season so far, and we're at the halfway point now. So we got about 6 episodes left, and then we got a Christmas special. So I'm looking forward to it.
I've not really liked all of them very much until this one because, I'm not fond of Clara.
Deep breath, right. Yeah, I know.
Was starting to get upset. I'm like, am I just going to keep hating these episodes? I was like, am I going to be watching Doctor Who? I'm kind of getting upset about it.
Right.
And so I was really glad that this one was in there to lift my spirits, and it really let me see Peter Capaldi differently.
Right.
And stuff, so I really...
Yeah, we're going to have some more casts. during the week. Gloria returns from a little vacation. She wants to do a cast, and Danette will be back this week. So, like, it's hard getting everybody together, but we'll be doing multiple casts on Caretaker this week, and also talk about the future, what they have planned and what they have in store, and is there a 10th anniversary special or Easter special or not? Which I'm leaning towards yes, because I think Matt Smith has a little time before he films Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which he's filming soon with the two Lannisters from the Game of Thrones there, Charles Dance and I think Cersei, she's the daughter of Charles Dance in Game of Thrones. So
I've not heard anything else about.
yeah, he's going to be filming a new movie, and then he's going to do Terminator 2 and 3. So I think Matt Smith has time to film, and I think David Tennant might too, but we'll have to wait and see.
I hope so. Maybe he figures his mistake with the fans at the 50th. Maybe he'll even invite some others. That would be cool.
Yeah. All right, Ronnie. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you.